administration said it would instead rely on Israel's internal probe. She just graduated from the University of Washington in Seattle. A Cornell University student is facing deportation to the United Kingdom after administrators suspended him for taking part in a campus protest calling on Cornell to divest from companies that support Israel's assault on Gaza. Mamadou Tal, a PhD student in Africana Studies, says he would advise to leave the U.S. promptly after his academic suspension led Cornell's immigration office to cancel his F1 student visa this week. Democracy Now! Spoke with Mamadou Tal on Thursday.
Yes, it's about freedom of speech, but that cannot be divorced from Palestine. The issue why we're facing such repression and such repressive tactics is because it's about Palestine. It's because you're speaking anti-Israel and anti-Israel's genocide in Gaza. If these issues are not like separate. So absolutely, I think I'm a visible person. I'm quite outspoken on this issue, and I think this is the reason why I'm being targeted.
In related news, the Pulitzer Prize-winning author Jhumpa Lahiri has declined the prestigious Noguchi Museum Award after the museum recently fired 3 workers for wearing a keffiyeh. Lahiri, who teaches at Barnard, was one of many academics who signed on to a letter in May expressing support for Gaza solidarity protests on campus. Protests targeting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu took place across New York City Thursday as he arrived in town ahead of his address before the UN General Assembly today. Yesterday morning, activists blocked traffic near the UN headquarters, unfurling a banner that read, "No war, criminals in NYC, stop the genocide."
I mean, it's like
before police began
cut off the
arresting
tail of a
people.
lizard.
More protests and arrests took place
oh
throughout
boy,
the day and into the night.
You know,
this is Jody Evans, co-founder of Code Pink.
But cut head off snake.
The fact that he was allowed to land in the city
like,
and he is staying in
bite the head off an ant.
He's not arrested. It's a shame.
You know, a little ant. I got one of them running around here somewhere, probably.
At the UN General Assembly,
got little black ants
Pacific
running around somewhere.
Urged the global
but I mean,
I
haven't seen any for a while.
Ahead of a major
I haven't seen any.
Scheduled for 2026.
But you know,
on how the world will tackle
the body
sea
still
level rise,
squirms
an
and
existential threat for many island nations.
Right?
This is Peleti Teo,
bite the head off a snake, and it might still bite you.
The declaration
right?
to
it
include the following.
Still has fully loaded fangs,
Firstly,
and it might still
to ascertain
get
the principle
you.
Of statehood
But that's the big theory.
as a tenet of international
and
law
you could,
and international cooperation.
And
to affirm
possibly
that statehood cannot be challenged
create,
under any circumstances
make
of sea level rise.
Martyr,
Our membership in the United Nations
but no,
and its specialized agency is
Jesus
permanent,
wasn't martyred.
notwithstanding the impact of
No,
climate
they called him Messiah, right?
Crashed into
so I mean, he was crucified as king,
as a category
but now you
hurricane,
diminish
140
his
corporate
ladder, social status rung
to the Gulf Coast.
To
the
Lord.
Storm rapidly moved inland and across Georgia, triggering flood and landslide warnings across
the Vatican.
The southern Appalachians.
Your vote?
Up to 5 related deaths have been reported so far, and some 1.2 million people are without power. The Sunrise Movement has welcomed the economic and climate proposal released by Kamala Harris this week as a, quote, significant step forward.
Now,
the influential climate group said Harris's plan would help, quote, lower prices